Hi guys. Anybody here? Anybody want to chit chat with me? This is an unexpected chit chat because I was sitting here by myself. Actually, I was chit chatting on Instagram. I apologize for my beauty. Hi. It's 6:30 your time. You able to play for a couple minutes? Oh, I'm so glad you got me. Oh, you guys. Hi, Kim. Cindy, I'm so glad you're here. Please stick around for a few if you can. Hi, Ellie. I'm not today. Today has been a day. I want to talk to you guys about a couple things. Not weight related, but us related. But I will just, let's see, what can I talk about until we get a few people in here? I was sitting here and I was like, do you guys ever, you're in your home and you're like, it's like really, really hot or really, really cold, and you think it's just you, and then you go over and you look at your thermostat and it says 80. I felt like the biggest numbskull. Oliver's sitting in his bedroom playing his game after his homework, and he's like dripping with sweat. He won't turn on his fan. It's the strangest thing. Let's chat, Ellie. You guys, let's chat. But get your water, okay? Because I'm going to be drinking, and then you're going to want to drink it. I need to tell a little story to build up to why I'm here. Ellie, why do I always forget you're in California with me? What part are you in again? Are you in Murrieta? You know what? That's part of this video, is I owe some people apologies. Good. That's good. You got to drink your water. Hi, Snooze. How are you? Downy. Okay. Okay, Downy. I will remember that. I'm going to try. Why don't I ever remember that? Oh, so, yeah, so Oliver's in his room. I was just sitting here kind of trying to get comfortable. I had to take a Benadryl. I want to tell you guys my story about why I had to take a Benadryl. And I just, you know how you can't get comfortable? I tried to lay down in my room for a bit. Hi, Tracy. And it was just way too hot in there. No, not far from Anaheim at all. I know, Barbara. Is she not kicking major butt or what? I think somebody needs to go knock on her door and look at her in person and make sure she's not pulling the wool over our eyes. Holy cow, is she good or what? She's funny. I talk with her back on Instagram a lot. That's where we chat. I have different spots for people where we just end up. Hi, Tabby96. If any of my friends are on here under names that I'm not familiar with, make sure you say, hey, it's me, Henrietta. We went to 5th grade together. So, all right. Well, first of all, I owe a lot of people a lot of apologies because I don't ever make a sit. You know, I'm teetering on tears right now because I teared earlier. I'm good. I'm fine. I'm completely. It's me, Teresa. See, I'm telling you. You guys think I would steer you wrong? There's something to this water thing. Here's my little secret for the day. But they're okay, drizzles, Cindy. I'm good, but you're part of this conversation. If I can just go with the flow and quit getting distracted. All right, so first weight loss thing. Today, I have used all my points. And Joan, it's your Facebook page's fault because I made the mistake of asking about my pumpkin hummus. Sure enough, I whipped out a graham cracker. See, I can't be trusted with those things. Deborah, thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys. I knew this was a good time to come on because I just needed my swells. I just needed you guys. You know what? I am just like on my iPad. When I see people go live, I see that they're like at the control center at a space station in NASA or something, and they got a computer over here and a microphone over here, and they're turning up knobs, and okay, we're getting ready for liftoff, and all I do is hi, Tony. Thank you, Sandy. I'm just sitting here looking at my iPad, flapping my gums. So I hope you guys can hear me well enough, or maybe too much. Shh, Nita, use your inside voice, lady. Hi, Kim. Kim, I think about you every day as I walk up and down the hallway. So if your ears are ever burning, your heart's ever thumping. So I hope this does work out okay. He's not home from work yet. He's going to walk in while we're talking because I'm going to talk way too long. And then he'll do the Steve Johnson. Trials of a Long-Haired Girl. Hi, darling. I'm trying to remember your name, and I apologize. I pride myself in remembering names. The veggie sticks, Susan, they're just not my jam. Hi, Mima. So glad you're back in circulation. And I'm not much of a Tracy. Okay, Tracy, I'm going to do my darndest, friend. I try to remember. I am not a salty chip person. Earlier in my ute, I had teeth problems in the back, which prevented me from... I just don't like chips or those kind of things, so I pulled out the graham cracker. I'm going to have Steve take the graham crackers out of the house, into the garage, get them away. I'm going to make a video for all the new folks coming to Weight Watchers, and I'm going to give them all these tricks that everybody needs to know, and that's don't have it in your house if you know it's a problem. And I bought them anyways. Thank you, Ellie. Thank you, my dear. Thank you. Pretzel nut. I had a pretzel phase, Barbara, because I liked to suck the salt out of it, and then it would just kind of, I didn't really get to crunching them. All right, what was I going to say? Okay. All right, so I'm out of points for today, so I'm just going to fill up. Good job, Mimi. I haven't walked today. And this is all going to come back around. Let me get started on what I want to talk about. You guys. Out of points, going to drink a ton of water, and then for dinner, I will eat something that doesn't have any points. Just like I tell you guys, I got to follow my own rules. So I'm not going to look at your guys' comments for a minute, so I'm not like, squirrel, squirrel, and I'm here for 3 hours. Hi, Kath. Oh, hi, Kathy, honey. I haven't seen you in so long. Everybody say hi, Kathy. Kathy's a personal friend here in California. We met on a Disneyland page, and then we became fast friends, and like that. Okay, don't look at the comments, Nita. Ellie, you're too cute, man. You're cute, you're kind. All of you guys, okay. I get the most fantastic mail. I get letters from one end of the spectrum to the other. From Nita, we see that you're sad. I totally get it. I get 3-page letters in actual cursive writing, which I cannot do. People, you guys take your time and you sit down at a table and you have this beautiful penmanship and you write these things and they come straight from your heart. I have everything. I'm not drizzly sad. Don't worry, guys. It's safe to stay. And then I get other notes, you know, hey, Neaters, just wanted to drop this card in the mail to you. Thanks for your videos, which always takes my breath away a little bit that anybody ever thanks me for sitting here and talking about something I'm passionate about, because it's the first thing in my life I feel like I'm confident enough to pass along my thoughts on, if that makes any sense. Not a whole heck of a lot of self-esteem and confidence in my life, but I have it now. And I never sit down and make a thank you video to you guys that take the time to write out these beautiful, beautiful letters. Some are so very personal and touch me in a place that when you're writing them, I should be on here. I know I send thank you cards and stuff, but I need to make it clear. If I don't read them once, twice, sometimes 3 times, and it all is right here. And I want to thank you guys. Now, I talked earlier, you know, and I don't come on and make videos when people, my friend Cindy, she made me this diamond art, which I'm going to show again. I can't even, okay, so let's talk for a minute about, let me just show you and then I'll give you my spiel. For those of you who did not see it, I'm going to hold it back here so you can see, oh wait, there we go. It's a rose laying on the music. She knows I love roses. She knows I love music. I'm not going to cry. I've had it for some time. I've showed it before. But let's talk for a minute about all the work that she put into this diamond art, coming from somebody who can't use her fingers at all. She sat and she did this, and I didn't make a proper thank you video for her. And it's just so beautiful, and I love it so much. And I'm a little ticked off with myself right now for not doing that. Because to be honest, when I put something out there for someone, I'm talking about, you know, here, not you guys. You know, a nice thank you is just, I'm always telling my kids, you know, simple thank you goes a long way. It's like a really long way. Like go out for the pass all the way to the end because thank you means the world. And I did not thank my friend Cindy properly because when I think of you, you know what? And this is meant to be funny. But when I look at these little teeny tiny beads, they would actually get stuck inside my fingers. No, Roberta, isn't it beautiful? If I tried to hold one of those, I'd lose them in all the cracks in my fingers. I wouldn't even be able to. So this, you know, all my beautiful cards, everything that you guys send me is, well, okay, so let me start with my story from today. Cindy, again, thank you so much. I wish I know you, I know I'm good with you, so I rest assured with that, but still. Okay, so this whole Clara thing, I need to tell you guys something who are watching in case you missed it. I don't know how to say this. Clara kind of took the blame for some things that Kitty was doing. I don't want to start crying because it's everything is fine. And perhaps I could have kept her a little bit longer. But, you know, it doesn't, blaming people or making people feel bad or any of that, none of it helps. None of it's going to change anything. She was an old girl. She had a lot of issues. But she didn't have the main issues I thought she had. So I have just been really beating myself up over this. Not only that, but I miss her, which is the craziest thing in the world because I wish like my sister or my mom or my first husband or, yeah, maybe not him, somebody who knew me before you guys did would come on here and say, Anita, I mean, I did not like dogs. I just didn't like dogs. I'm not an animal person. My mom didn't care for dogs. I was afraid of dogs. You guys pretty much know this. And now I'm just heartbroken over this little dog of mine being gone. And it's taking so long for me to get over. But okay, so which is just a weird thing in itself for my, and I think it's funny how when we go our whole lives and we're like, oh, I'm not a dog person. I don't care for animals. Not Kitty, Ellie, Clara. Kitty's still here. She's on the couch. But man, I dug that dog, you know. I went and got her myself. I picked her up. And, okay, so we know that, Nita. You don't have to tell us again. Okay. So the lady who got me Clara has been sending me, well, not, I make it sound like it's a daily, every minute thing. She has twice sent me pictures of 2 dogs that she's trying to get rescued. And I had to bring over the first dog, and it just wasn't a good fit. Well, she came over with another dog today, and this was a little boy dog, a little 14-year-old little old man. And, oh, he was just delightful. He was just quiet. His owner passed away. And then the owner's child, daughter, son, took the dog to the pound. And then somebody said, no, this dog doesn't belong to the pound. So my friend ended up with it. She sent me a picture. His name is Dusty. I said, bring him on over. Bring him on over. Let's meet Dusty. Okay, so she brings him over, and he's just delightful. He's just this, basically, he's just this little old man who needs a place to sleep, somebody to feed him and love him. He's lonely. He misses his owner, so she brings him over. And, you know, we let him walk around, get acclimated to the place. Then he lets me pick him up, super soft. Oh, it was so nice. And we sat over there and we chit-chatted. Not me and the dog, me and the lady who brought the dog. Actually, he did start to talk after I was petting him for a while. Also, let me go back and tell you guys that Steve keeps hinting around at another dog. Like, every time I bring it up that I've been in contact with Stephanie, his ears kind of perk up like if he was a dog. What's his name? He always asks the first thing. He always says, what's their name? You know, I have a good name. What's their name? So today's dog's name was Dusty. His name was Dusty. So I sat and petted him. I'm like, oh, okay, this might be able to work. This is fantastic. He's friendly. Kitty's kind of over here showing some interest. And I just broke out in welts from here to here. Um, I'm talking welts the size of, well, the size of that. I had welts all over my arms. Okay, so this is just my regular. So I gotta tell you this because it's coming around, you guys. It's coming around. Well, this is my regular psoriasis, Ellie, but it just the whole thing turned into a nightmare. So then the welts were itching, and then my hands were itching. Well, then I started. I itched so bad, you guys. It was like she grabbed the dog. She saw the welts just like form right in front of our faces. So she grabbed the dog, and I went in and I did the Marcus Welby scrub down. I was ready for surgery, Captain. And I itched so bloody bad. I can't even tell you guys how bad I itched. So the first thing I did is I ran in and I stuck my hands. I pulled the ice tray out with all the ice. And I know. What? You don't know who Marcus Welby is? What about, forget Marcus Welby, what was the other guy? Dr. My mom called him Dr. Kill Patient. She dressed me up as that for Halloween like 10 times. Dr. Kill Patient. Dr. Kildare. So I went and stuck my hands in the ice tray, and I'm like just wrestling with the ice to try to get the itching to go away. Well, I itched myself so bad, I tore my hand up. I didn't even realize that Oliver came home from school. He goes, "Man, what's that red stuff all over your face?" I'm like, "Oh, probably blood," you know, and I'm like, I just tore my hands up. So she's gone. I'm feeling a little defeated. I'm feeling like, oh my goodness, this wasn't how I wanted today to go. So I went to my post office box. Okay, I am going to get through this part without so much as one drizzle, because you guys are just, I just need you to know how much you mean to me, in all seriousness. Because just now when I came on live, it was because I needed a friend to talk to, and you guys are always here for me. And it was because of Dusty Ellie. Something about her I'm allergic to. All right, hold on. We got to have a serious face and a happy face, and we're gonna stick with the happy face and get rid of the serious face. So I went to my post office box, and there was a card for me. And this card is from Lori Reitzma. I am not sure if I'm pronouncing her last name correctly. It's either Reitzma or Reitzma. And it's this beautiful card. It says, "You shared a loving bond with your pet." The fact that I even had a pet still is kind of alarming to me. Look how pretty this is. Oh, I love cards. I wish I could think of something to do with them. She wrote me a beautiful, I'm just going to show you how much she wrote, note telling me, because she quite obviously has been paying attention to the whole story with Clara, that maybe, you know, she didn't have to go and she did, and I've been just so sad over it. She wrote me a really lovely letter. And then inside, and it was in a pretty little bag. I didn't grab it though, I'm sitting down on the floor. It says, "No longer by my side, but forever in my heart." And she told me, it's hard for me to hold this with my fingers, you guys. What a mess I am. I wish my dad could see it, because his hands are exact. You know what my dad used to do? Upon reflection, when I think back as a youth, when my dad's fingers were all cut up like this, because now that mine are, I remember, he used to put airplane glue in his. He put airplane glue in his fingers and stuff. So anyways, she sent me this beautiful, lovely, heartfelt charm, which I'm going to find a special spot for. And it came with this little card. You guys are all animal owners, so this is probably like old stuff to you, but it's new stuff to me, and I'm so very. "You left paw prints on my heart. You were my faithful partner, my defender, and my friend. Your love was unconditional right up to the very end. No longer by my side, and though we are apart, forever you'll be loved. You left paw prints on my heart." You know, when I pull out her Christmas ornament this year, that's going to be a definite drizzle fest. I should put it in on my calendar. Clara did Christmas ornament drizzle fest. Hi, Lou. You missed my whole story, lady. Where you been? I got this right after I ripped all my skin off and was feeling so bad about old Dusty probably not being able to come live with us. And your guys' timing is always like almost miraculous. When I need something the most, no matter what end of the spectrum, no matter what's going on, if it's my dad, if it's Oliver, if it's a happy occasion, sad occasion, you guys come through, and I just want to thank you so much. I don't think she's here right now. I looked through some of my videos to see if she ever comments, and I couldn't find any, which doesn't mean anything. So I'm hoping that she sees this until I can find a way to get a hold of her and, you know, properly hug her through the interwebs of life and thank her and let her know what great timing it was. Oh, my count is just going down. Nobody cares about my dog story? Karma, that's because I never listen to people's dog stories. It's like, I totally was. And isn't it funny how life does that? It's like you totally boo-hoo, or not boo-hoo, but poo-poo. Boo-hoo, poo-poo, two very different things. And then something like this happens. And I don't know how long it was sitting in my post office box. I haven't been there in weeks. Well, Clara's only been gone for a couple weeks. But had I picked this up earlier, it wouldn't have been right when I needed it, you know? So, Lori, if you see this, if you could just comment below or give me an email or some way get in touch with me so that I can send you a thank you card and let you know. I haven't read. All right, so that's my story for the day. This morning was Monday. Mondays stink. When he gets home from being with his dad for the weekend is not a good time. So, that's that. My legs are all ripped up too. Oh my gosh. I hope that Dove body wash doesn't still want me to do that naked shower, because I'm just going to have to turn him down and say no. All right, how's everybody doing Monday so far? You guys, the day's almost over for so many of you. I can't wait till it's 7 o'clock here. I'm going to bed. I can't wait to go to bed. All right, let's go back and look what's happened to Charlene. Let me go back just a little bit. If anybody has anything encouraging or even not encouraging, anything you want to talk about, bring it up. Oh, look how many of you guys are. Hi, Bee. How many of you guys are here? Oh my gosh, I love you guys so much. You're just the best. Sherry. I do wear, you know what's interesting? Is it Sherry or Cherie? I had somebody tell me that when I was like 17, and he said it in a negative way. You wear your heart on your sleeve, kind of like dismissing me. And I didn't really know what it meant. I did not know what it meant when he told me that. And not was until I was older so it was always a bad thing. But you know, at my age now, I don't give two or shinola, because that's just who I am, and I do wear my heart on my sleeve. And all these years, if only I had YouTube, I would have had somebody listen to me that chose to listen to me. My husbands and my kids, my parents, all listened to me because they had to. My mom, I'll tell you what, I talked to my mom. You can ask her 2 minutes later what we talked about. You could ask her. She wouldn't be able to tell you. She doesn't listen to a word I say. Darlene, I'm always so happy to see you. I'm always so happy to see all you guys. I've seen that. It looks so hard. Let's see. Happy Drizzles. You're a special part of my life too. And I just love it so much. So, all right, let's see what's happening. Oh, thank you. And you know what? Oh, I'm reading. You're a special person for adopting senior dogs. It's just our thing. It's how we started, and it's how we want to go out. The first dog that I looked at last week, she was actually a puppy. She was puppy, and too big. And Steve and I agreed we want to save the old girls and guys that nobody want. They're the best in the end, man. So let's see. Hi, I'm so happy today. My twin sister double pass went great. Congratulations, that's fabulous news. My mother is a retired heart nurse. Her specialty was angios, caths, all that stuff. She owned her own nurses registry. Susan, just breathe. I know I always sound like that, but I just talk fast. Hello. Hi, Karen. I haven't seen you in a long time. I saw you post on somebody else's video today or last night, and I thought, hey, there's Karen. I haven't seen her in a long time. You know, I asked about Dusty's coat because when the other dog was here, the same thing happened, not quite to that extent. And I asked her if they had been shampooed with the same thing, and they had not. So she actually took him home and is going to give him another bath and come back and see Steve tonight. But you guys, I just don't see how I can do it, because when I told Steve about it over the phone, he's like, you guys should have heard him. He's like, oh, I'm losing numbers. Nobody wants to hear my dog story. My numbers are going down. He's like, well, don't you think it's something that you need to get used to? Maybe this was just a one-time thing. And I'm like, honey, I love you and I want another dog, but I'm kind of already suffering enough. I don't want to bring on any more that isn't necessary. Charlene, I'm super duper happy. I think points are not good day for an adult beverage. Cindy, come on now. Why don't you just come over with a truck full of graham crackers? Ellie, you're sticking to the plan, lady. You and me are talking. We're going to stick to the plan. We're all going to stick to the plan together. I'm glad, Bee. That makes me happy. Thinking about switching to a different plan, not sticking with the current one. Darlene, which one are you doing? Oh, on I Track Bites. All right. You know what? Is anybody here that just adopted a dog? She asked for the biggest one that was there the longest. That's fabulous. Oh, God bless her, Barbara. Tell her thank you from me. Betty, that's what I'm here for, my friend, for doing the dishes and toilet cleaning. Anybody needs to clean their toilet, get yourself into the bathroom with the phone. You can listen to me yak. Cynthia, I don't know what I did to make your day, but you just made mine by saying that. Truck full of graham crackers is an 80s band name. That would be a good 80s band name. Okay, so let's discuss Weight Watchers for a minute, because for some reason I get so excited about it. Is that kind of crazy, or is it just because I finally feel like I found my place in life that my numbers are going down? Nobody wants to talk about dogs or Weight Watchers? That's a big old slap in the puss, huh? These are my thoughts. I have notes that videos I'm going to do for all the new Weight Watchers and my thoughts. And everybody on the interwebs just needs to remember that those of us who turn on a camera and yakety yak, 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 it's just our thoughts. I call it the Great Wizard of Oz effect. You know, the Wizard of Oz, everybody thought there was this great big wizard, but when they pulled back the curtain, there was no great big wizard. Okay, so if you guys come on the other side of this camera, yeah, you'd be amazed at what you would find. Not only in my life, but on my other YouTube friends. We just get on here and yak. It doesn't mean we know anything. It doesn't mean people should listen to what everybody says. Oh, everybody's leaving. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I went in the wrong direction. Anyways, this is my thought. I'm totally stoked for the rollout. I'm totally stoked for when all I need is my Weight Watcher app, and I don't need I track bites anymore. I only use it to find the points value for 0 Smart Point food, and then I quick add it to my Weight Watcher plan. I do think, though, that anybody who's doing a program, pick a program, think about it for a day, think about it for 5 minutes, think about it for however long you need to think about it. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you. Oh my gosh, that made me feel so much better. Mima, tell me what you had for 1 point while I'm talking. Pick a plan, okay? Go over them if you're not sure, or if you think you like one better or the most, and stick with it for at least a month. Stick with that plan for at least a month. Because sometimes it takes some folks to get the hang of it. It's like if you're switching it up all the time and, oh, I'm going to go from this plan to this plan, maybe you haven't given yourself enough time to truly click into the plan you started doing. Me too, Gina. I think it's going to be fabulous. Because do we ever really acclimate that quickly to something? Like we do a certain Weight Watcher plan for a week or 4 days or 8 days. That one wasn't for me. How do you know? I don't think it's enough time to really, and again, just my opinion. I am a smart points gal. Smart points never lets me down. Freestyle, I just couldn't do because I can eat turkey till the cows come home. It's not even funny. Susan, I rejoined Weight Watchers, have lost 2.4 in 2 weeks. Doing freestyle for now. We'll see later. Good job. That's fabulous. I've been on this one for 1.5 years, wondering if a switch would help. I forgot, Darlene, which one you're doing, and I have to go back and see. I hate when I'm in my regular videos. Turkey. Weight Watcher gals unite. We're going to hold our first ever Thanksgiving canned food drive at WW, and official because they won't let us. We're going to set up outside. Loophole, anyone can do it too. Carrie, I'm going to have to reread that because I'm a little off right now. I can't figure it out. Grapes. I have to watch my grapes because I go in there and I measured them out today. I was so very proud of myself. Even though the grapes I have right now themselves are probably a half a cup, one alone, I did measure them out. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to get down to at least 45 pounds and decide if that's where I want to stay or if I want to stay at 40 pounds. Because, guys, I have decided that I'm not comfortable at 50 pounds. I was looking at my old videos, and I didn't care for how I looked. I felt fantastic. I was proud of myself for being able to accomplish that because it was, you know what? Here's the thing. Another unpopular opinion. If you follow the program, it'll work. And one of the things I'm going to say, the very first thing I'm going to say on my video for anybody who's new that's going to join Weight Watchers, in case anybody new freestyle. Okay. And we'll see portions of my chicken were my problem. I'm telling you guys, I love chicken. If anybody sees this, like you're up at 3 o'clock in the morning and you just thought you'd see what this lady was yucking about, if you join Weight Watchers, to start off, do what Weight Watchers tells you. Just do what they tell you, because you know what? When I joined, I did what they told me and I lost 50 pounds. They told me to count blended fruit. I counted blended fruit. They told me to count avocado. I counted avocado. Now, I understand why some folks don't. I might even agree with them in an instance or two. But when starting off, if you want to have success, just keep it simple, Schweeb. Keep it simple, Smith. Keep it simple, silly. Do what Weight Watchers tells you. Don't try to find any shortcuts or, well, just this once. Don't do that. Just do what they tell you, and I can guarantee you some pounds will fall off. I have a doctor's note, and I just need to follow up on it. I just need to get back down there. That's not a problem. But yeah, man, my face was so thin. Steve and I were looking at it, and I asked him. I said, he goes, well, at the time, because he gradually has been doing this with me since he's married to me. It's funny how that works. He goes, but looking at it now, yeah, it is too thin. And I think as I mature and season, with all the sagging that's going to occur, I just think I am happier having a little more poof to my face. So we'll see, but I'm going to get there because I'm clicked in. I'm going good. Boar's head rotisserie chicken. Oh, but let's see. Okay, let me go back for just a second. Charlotte, portions and snacks are my problem no matter what program. Okay, snacks are a lot of people's problem. You know what? And this isn't just at you, Charlotte. I don't know what you have in your kitchen because I'm smart, but I'm not that smart. The snacks that get me in trouble, I just don't buy anymore. I like the graham crackers that I bought yesterday that I shouldn't have. I'm gonna have Steve hide them. Cindy, now you have Mima, boar's head rotisserie chicken, 2 ounces Olay wrap microwave corn on the cob, cucumbers, several grape tomatoes. Olay wrap had, see, that's on Smart Points. I have to count my chicken, so, but it sounds delicious. I think I'm not very happy that I asked right now because now I want to eat all of that. Yeah, absolutely, Ellie. I've spoken to more than one person that say, and most of them are seasoned. I agree with you. Let's do this the right way, Lou, my love. Oh, my goodness, those are dirty. Let's bring Lou back up. I agree with you that about the fruit avocado. Now, I myself don't count blended fruit avocado, but not counting it worked for me. There you go. I think you should at least start out counting those things like Weight Watchers says, right? You know, it's just kind of that easy. Just kind of do what they say, even if you wait until, it's like nothing starts smoothly, right? I remember when I started, I was like, this isn't working, and I'd go to my meeting when I told, maybe 3 meetings. I embellish everything, don't I? And it was because I was drinking. I counted all my points. Okay, I'm tracking, I'm counting all my points. And I would look at my leader in the eye. I have, it's supposed to be have, Tracy, I have continued to weigh, measure, and track even my 0-point foods. Boom, and there you go, girlfriend. That's what you're supposed to do. And I'm hoping it's worked for you because if you do, that's what works. But I would go in my meeting and I'd look at my leader in the eye, right? I'd look at her. I can't stop laughing. Even though the thespian in me, I could redo the whole thing for you. Have you seen my thespian friend Liz over there with her cute little costumes? Holy cow. Oh, there's Joan. I thought you left because I hadn't heard from you in so long. That pumpkin bread looks pretty good. Oh, you guys. Remind me what I'm talking about now after I say this because I've already forgot. My video tomorrow, I made the best dessert ever. Oh, it's a mud hustler dessert. And I made it to try to keep people from buying Halloween candy. You guys don't have to have Halloween candy in the house. Don't sabotage yourself. There is no reason. There is 0 reason to have Halloween candy in the house right now. I can pretty much guarantee you 2 days, 1 day before actually Halloween, you can find some kind of candy one way or the other. If you can't find any candy, go to Costco and buy one of those big boxes of little tissue things and give the kids some Kleenex because they always need Kleenex in the classroom. It's, every year that I do this and I see the folks right after Halloween posting away on Facebook. Oh my God, I ate 5 Snickers and 2 Twix and I just couldn't help myself. It just jumped in my mouth. If it's not in your house, it can't jump in your mouth. I saw those yesterday, Ellie. That's funny. And I told Steve, does the dessert have protein powder in it? Are you going to be a downer? Are you going to be a downer? The last thing I made had protein powder in it. Yes, it does have protein powder in it. Slacker Joan. My friend Joan's a slacker. She's ironing and uploading and giving me a hard time. Probably cooking Thanksgiving dinner. Juice boxes. That's a great idea. Hi, Ruth. You know what I loved was blow pops. Oh, I loved blow. Oh, I got off track. I know you don't like protein powder, and you don't have to, because that's the beauty of Weight Watchers. I like it, you don't. What do you eat that I don't like? Green beans. I can't stand green beans. Pretzels is good, Kim. Pretzels is super good. All right, Tabby, take care. Feel better. Yeah, Joan, I have some protein powder that I bought like a long time ago that just needs to be used. So I tried this recipe, and anyways, you guys, give it a view. See if it's something you're interested in. You'll see, those of you who watch it. Yeah, see, isn't it amazing how, as adults, I would like to point this out. Thank you to my friend Joan here from Joan's Pointed Plate. We can be adults and agree to disagree on certain things without it being any big whoop. Isn't that amazing? It's recorded, Ellie. It's going to go on at 3 o'clock tomorrow morning, our time. You're gonna see Steve and Oliver eating, and I'm like asking them repeatedly, "What do you think? What do you guys think? Do you like it? Do you like it?" And neither of them are answering me, and I'm starting to get a little heated because I believe before I took the camera and turned it on, I said, "Okay, boys, this is my video. Nana needs to look good. If you don't like it, lie." I didn't, but I was like, "Be enthusiastic, you guys," because I married Mr. Limpet, the fish, who nothing excites him, except for maybe when he got a hole-in-one once. That excited him. He's just not an excited kind of guy. Oliver was tired, so they're both like sitting there eating it. Well, when I turned off the camera, they loved him, you guys. They absolutely loved him. Oliver kept after me, "Nana, can I have another one? Can I have another one?" And I'm like, "No, it's bedtime." I call him two things, he said. Dudley Limpet, Dudley Do-Right, Mr. Limpet, because, oh man, did I marry Dudley Do-Right. But they are really, really super duper good. So please have a look at that video. They're easy too. They're really good. They're screaming to me from the refrigerator right now. I just was trying to get something out there, not to give away for Halloween, but for you to have in the house. They're only 3 smart points. And they're good. So what else did I want to get out there? It's really been fun. I've been actually trying to write. Okay, good, yeah. A list, like I said. And I have written a list. I asked Steve the other night, would you bring me a tablet and a pen in which to write with? And I have the best list for my next video. It's just a big, fat, hairy shame that I can't read it. Dougie Do-Right. Oh my gosh, Steve is like, he's the most on the straight and narrow person I've ever met in my life. And for me to be married to that kind of a person, sometimes it's just funny. Some of the things I've gotten him to do. I have to be careful. Exactly. You work the program program works for you, but you've got to work it. It's just as simple as counting your points, stop eating points when you have no points, drink your water, and track. Tracking is the most, I'm always so surprised at my meetings when people say, "Oh, I didn't track," it's very nonchalantly. I can't not track because it would bother me. So, anywho, I don't have anything ready for dinner because I can't do anything. Okay, Allie, thank you for popping in. I'm going to run pretty soon, too. We're all going to have a great week. Oh, 43 minutes I've been talking? You know what? I got to tell you guys something funny, and then I'm going to go. Do you guys remember and reflect on things from when you were children in your life with your parents or anybody else, and then, like, you think about it later? My mother did not like my Nana, her mother-in-law, and she told me when I was a kid she didn't like her because she talked too much. And then there was me. Isn't it funny? Does she like me? It's weird, but I don't know. All right, I'm sorry. I have to go do something about these legs. They are broken out as well. Let's see. Let me go back and see. Oh, Michelle. Let's see. Protein powder. Mima, you can just try a little packet if you go to like GNC or a vitamin shop. A big whoop. Instead of buying, a whole container, as Maria would say, and try it out on a recipe. And then if you don't care for it, I kind of disappointed. No trolls today. You know what? I'm not big enough to get trolls. Amy gets trolls, but I don't think I've ever had a troll. What are you painting, Barbara? Oh. Michelle, you missed the whole story. It was an itchy kanichi day. It was bad. And, it's really weird because, and I hope this isn't TMI. I mean, it's not TMI, but my fingernails are starting to grow into my skin. Dog commissions. Oh, how funny is that? Oh. Anyways, my fingernails, it's part of the psoriatic arthritis, are starting to grow into the skin on my fingers, and it's not very comfortable. So, okay, I'm going to end this, but I'm going to end it with just another thank you for any of you guys who were late, like Michelle, Lou, who have a life. Not that you guys don't, you know what I meant. I just want to thank you guys for everything that you do, everything that you say, all your support, all your friendships. It's all right here. I keep it all right here. And every now and then I just have to come in and let you guys know that I'm not just a talking head. I try to be helpful. I try to be motivating. I try to be encouraging. And I am just me. And thank you for loving me for just being me. I know it sounds corny. Somebody's going to watch this lady and go, cornball anybody? But I mean it. All right, Kath, give me a call soon. Let's catch up. Love you all to bits. Now, let's see if I can turn this off in a manner that you guys don't have to see the hand. Everybody have a good night. And I'm going to say this because it just popped in my head, even though it's not my saying. I'm going to tell you, drink your water, know where your bathrooms are, and stay in orbit. See, it wasn't my saying. I shouldn't have tried. Thank you, Cheryl. Love you guys. I'll see you later. Oh, Lori, if you do see this, I need to find a way to get a hold of her. Okay, thanks.